boys," Martin said. The vision was rising up within him. "You see all those people leaving in droves? We won't leave. These mountains raised us, and we're going to raise these mountains up from this silver slump. But when we get our hands on something good, it ain't gonna ruin us. Not like what we've seen around, and not like that wretched old book." "We can't raise the mountains." Randolph Gilman, literal to his very bones, tried to make the words add up. "That's not what I meant. In all this mess with the silver crash, if we can stick it out, boys, 5-10 years from now, we'll see this place right." "In 5 or 10 years, we'll be about," Randolph calculated lightning quick, 15 or 20. "Do you see any 15-year-old sheriffs or superintendents around?" He scratched his head through impeccably combed dark hair. "Well, you won't, that's for sure," said Martin, "deserting us for that fancy school. You in or out of this?" "It's not my choice," he said. "I have to go, it's all arranged. And anyway, Manchester Meeks isn't so bad as far as schools go." "Who you gonna play kick the can with around there?" Silas Bright kicked a rock into the fire, causing a swirl of sparks to coil up toward the red moon. It was like him, Silas, to blow off the tension quick as a wink. 10 cents says you won't find friends there like us." A grin spread across his freckled face. "Don't worry, Rand. We'll keep your place here. Right, Marty?" Randolph tugged at his jacket, not sure where to look. "I'm not going for friends. I'm going to come back as an engineer, so I can vow as well, as good as any of you gentlemen, you fellas, that I'm going to come back and help, too. Just watch." "Good man," Martin nodded. "I swear this place isn't done yet. There's more mining to be had, I know it. You just gotta read this mountain like a story. It'll show us. Our job's just to not give up, even when the others do. So swear it, boys. We will not leave this place. We're gonna be the ones to see it through someday. Yeah?" Randolph Gilman was the first one to step forward and stretch his hand out. Martin let out a whoop. "Yes, sirree!" He spit into his hand, ready to pump Randolph Gilman's promise into certainty. "Now you spit too," he said. "Spit? Spit. But that isn't how the men at my father's mine seal their contracts. They use ink and wax. Listen, if you mean it enough to shake on it, you better mean it enough to give it something from way down deep inside your soul." "And that's spit?" "Spit." Randolph shook his head but took a step closer. And as the mountains bore witness, and the blood moon slipped to white, the boys spit into their hands and shook all around. On their honor, cross their hearts, hope to die, avenge each other's death, brothers to the end, and above all, someday, pull enough riches from this dying mountain to bring it back to life. So when they took their spit-smeared, handshake-sealed promise to the back of a scrap of brown postal paper, wrinkled and peaked like the mountains, and signed their names with the tail feather of a bald eagle because, according to Martin, it means more that way, like our promise came from the sky or something. It meant something all right. Enough for Martin Shaw, the visionary, to grow up into a prospector who never gave up searching every gully and gulch, every pinnacle and peak. Enough for Silas Bright, who never knew a stranger and grew up toiling in those very mines, to recount that legendary night to his bride and daughter, all through the girl's growing up years. Enough for Reuben Murdoch, the gentle giant whose fingers brought magic to strings, and who was perhaps the unlikeliest to break the vow, to leave, a man shattered, gone they feared forever. And enough for Randolph Gilman, bona fide engineer, sole heir to Gilcrest Mine and Holdings, to hang on to that wrinkled charter, buried beneath decades of ledgers, plans, and a snuffed-out conscience, sealing the silence of a legend and the whereabouts of a treasure that could change everything. But a promise meant something in Mercy Peak, and when Martin Shaw came shivering down from the mountain one winter, summoning Randolph Gilman and Silas Bright back to the place of their pact, they showed up. Martin was bound for Denver to verify he'd